Joining us here on this Thursday at noon, I'm Brooke Hash. It is our top story today, just a day away from a school board meeting that will decide the fate of hundreds of jobs across JCPS. It's part of a proposal to cut down on the district's $188 million budget deficit. Our Ian Hardwitt and senior photojournalist Alyssa Newton are taking a look at what the board will have to vote on during a rare Friday night meeting.
At a packed school board meeting Tuesday night, we learned for the first time that the number of jobs to be cut from JCPS will exceed 300. Superintendent Brian Yearwood said central office jobs means jobs paid from the central office even if they work in schools.
We're looking at eliminations of about 600 of those positions.
So, if we're cutting 300 central office jobs, let's do the math. Using JCPS's own numbers, we have 213 occupied positions cut with 74 vacant positions cut, equaling 287 total cuts. But factor in the 178 new positions and you end up with 109 net cuts. However, subtract from that the number of already unfilled positions and you're left with 35. And at the same time, Yearwood's organizational charts show expansions in the top of the district food chain. For example, more secondary superintendents. But Jefferson County Teacher Association President Maddie Shepard supports adding new teaching coaches that oversee each grade level.
There wasn't really a district level investment in that in the past, and there will be now, so I guess that's good. But by and large, schools are really taking the brunt of the budget cuts.
The teachers union showed up in red to protest the job losses in schools, leading up to $132 million in cuts the district's trying not to fall through its own cracks in the budget. Ian Hardwitt for WHAS11 News on your side.
We'll be there for that Friday night meeting and bring you the very latest. In the meantime, Matthew will be tracking some clouds coming our way, as long as it's not snow.
Yeah, it's not snow, thankfully, for us. Yeah, you kind of scared me with that word. But yeah, thankfully no snow out there for you this week. We'll just have some rain showers on the way for your Valentine's Day weekend and likely into your Sunday as well. But looking outside, yeah, a few more clouds have rolled in for us this afternoon. But you can tell along the Ohio River, all of that ice is gone. And we've seen really some warm-ups across the last couple of days, and we'll continue to see that as we go towards next week as well. Temperatures right now just into the lower 40s, 42 degrees in Louisville, 39 in Madison, Carrollton at 38 degrees, and 41 in Mitchell. Current temperatures across the state continue to be into the upper 40s in some places further south into Paducah, 49 degrees. Bowling Green is at 46, E-Town at 37 degrees, Lexington at 40 degrees. Overall, give you a look at kind of radar and satellite. Starting to see a few rain showers starting to roll through our area, but really not going to reach the ground as you go towards today, that is. So we'll still see some clouds out there for you most of the day today. Back into the afternoon, evening hours, we'll see those temperatures just begin to the mid-40s, but dropping back into the 30s and even near freezing as we head towards tonight. So overnight lows likely to bottom out just into the upper 20s as we head towards the overnight hours. For honestly a chilly night on tap for you, but by tomorrow we'll see temperatures back into the lower 50s possibly as we go towards your Friday. Some of those weather headlines, we'll see cooler weather on the way for us still today and tomorrow. And for your weekend, we are talking some Valentine's Day rain. And by next week, we'll be seeing a warm up finally once again. So that Valentine's Day forecast overall, as we go towards this weekend, we are talking temperatures will be into the 30s to start out, back into the 40s and lower 50s by about 5 p.m. But we are tracking some rain showers late on your Valentine's Day. I'll be telling you when to expect those coming up in just a few minutes. Back over to you, Brooke.
Matthew, thank you. Residents of a Jeffersontown apartment complex are without a home today, and you can see why after a fire ripped through that complex just off Taylorsville Road. Jeffersontown Fire got to that scene around 2:30 yesterday afternoon and immediately ran into an obstacle with the fire hydrant covered in ice and snow, so they had to dig it out to connect to the hose. 12 units in all were damaged in that fire. Thankfully, no one was injured. A resident described the chaos once she stepped outside.
We heard a car alarm going off and then somebody honking over and over again, and we just thought somebody like wrecked in front of the apartment building, and we came out and everyone's just running and we hear someone yell fire.
Red Cross is assisting those impacted. The cause of that fire still under investigation. Some Floyd County residents could see a tax increase if two local fire departments merge. A proposed consolidation plan could make your taxes higher for people living in the Highlander Fire District. That's an area of southern Indiana, including Greenville and Floyd's Knobs. The Highlander District wants to combine with the Floyd County Fire Protection Territory. At a public hearing, leaders with Highlander said the consolidation is necessary because of the lost tax revenue from Senate Bill 1.
In general, we have issues across the state and across the country of financial support for fire service.
This unified approach will further enhance both member and community safety.
Those two fire boards have to approve the consolidation. The vote is expected to come during a meeting on March 11th. A Kentucky bill known as the Crystal Rogers Act is one step closer to becoming law.
93 members voting aye, no members voting nay. House Bill 305 is amended by House Committee Substitute 1 and House Floor Amendment 3 is passed.
Well, with that vote, the Kentucky House unanimously voted to pass the Crystal Rogers Act, which looks to protect the secrecy of grand jury testimony. Under this bill, the statute of limitations for recording or releasing secret grand jury proceedings is bumped to 10 years and would increase accountability in serious cases. Crystal's mother, Sherry Ballard, pushed for the legislation after prosecutors revealed the family of Brooks Houck secretly recorded their grand jury testimonies. Representative Candy Massaroni from Bardstown filed that bill.
While recording grand jury proceedings is already illegal in Kentucky, no charges were brought because the 1-year statute of limitations had expired by the time the investigators discovered the recordings. That is a gap in the law.
That bill now goes to the Kentucky Senate. If passed there, it heads to Governor Andy Beshear's desk for his signature. The Commonwealth's attorney in Louisville is joining a list of public figures who disapprove of a local judge's decision to reduce a prison sentence for a convicted rapist. A jury convicted Christopher Thompson of kidnapping, rape, and robbery, recommending 65 years behind bars. Last week, Circuit Court Judge Tracy Davis reduced that amount of time to 30 years. Judge Davis said it was because Thompson never had mental health or anger management treatment before. The Commonwealth's attorney, Jarena Weathers, said she backed the jury's recommendation.
And that we believe, based on the evidence, that we need to move forward in trial, that's why we're there, then we are going to move forcefully to make sure that the sentencing that happens with the jury is carried out.
Weathers continued to say the jury is there for a reason. They review evidence, hear witnesses, and recommend a punishment that fits.